Uh, I will get on here, make my goddamn rebuttal. I just basically seen a video that I basically want to play for y'all guys. And I'm basically gonna speak my piece about it, and then I ain't gonna talk about it ever again. I ain't gonna talk about it pretty much. Death Stranding. I'm still gonna play Death Stranding. To let y'all know pretty much because it ain't understand. I just need a break from it for a minute. So yeah, just give my little breaks, and I'll be back on Death Stranding again, pretty much, just to beat the game and then get out of there. But I watched a video. I'm trying to find it. Hold on, let me find the video. What was it called? Shout out to JMMA for basically putting this post up on his channel. Shout out to him. I see all his content. I watch all his content because he's one of the game. I guess he's one of the game testers and stuff like that. Um, I'm trying to find this video. Hold up, let me find this shit. It should be on my channel. Should be. Yeah, there we go. No shit. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop on that for real. No shit. No fucking shit. UFC is very different from boxing. No shit, pretty much. The only similar thing that is you stand in the ring and you basically you stand in the octagon, and the other one you're standing at in a square circle. I mean in the square, pretty much. I used to basically watch my channel. I used to basically the first thing that I ever did before I basically started doing this YouTube shit, I used to do MMA. Right after that, pretty much, no, I'm gonna say this, the first thing I started doing was basically going to a boxing gym. And I'm not going to toot my own damn horn too, but anyway, I know some things about boxing pretty much. To the point that I can watch a fight, and you know how when you can watch a fight and some people don't know who's winning the fight pretty much by the score. You maybe think that you know who's winning for sure. The real shit about me, and I'm basically gonna break this down to me pretty much on a point system and all that stuff pretty much. I know more about boxing than I know about MMA pretty much because MMA always they changing certain rules and stuff like that, which I know that for sure. But I know more shit about boxing than what's name. I mean, don't know every boxer and what's name. I know legends. I know freaking Muhammad Ali. I know Joe Frazier. I know Sugar Ray. I know Sugar Ray. I know Sugar Ray Robinson. I know freaking I know fighters is supposed to be in this goddamn game. They should be on this goddamn game. They was basically in other boxing games, pretty much. They basically are the main stepping stone for boxing, pretty much. I know more about fucking boxing than I know about MMA fighters, pretty much, because every time I turn around, it's a new MMA fighter. And for people who basically get on YouTube and sit here and say Jake Paul got people watching boxing, that's some bullshit. And they know that's some bullshit. Jake Paul didn't get nobody to start watching boxing. He got basically fanboys of his basically his channel and all that stuff from YouTube and all that stuff watching this shit. It's other people that basically still was watching boxing way before Jake Paul stepped in the scene, pretty much. And some of these motherfuckers don't even know who he is. To the point that he has to keep on saying his name, pretty much. And you know what? You know how I know that people don't know who Jake Paul is? Because they keep on calling they keep on saying his brother name. Oh, Logan Paul's in, yeah, that's Logan Paul, right? No, that's Jake Paul. That's how I know that people don't know shit about fucking Jake Paul, pretty much. Basically, like everybody's talking about Logan Paul, but ain't talking about Jake Paul for real. That's how crazy that shit is. That's how crazy that shit is. So that's the shit that irritates me for real. None of these fucking like Ryan Garcia didn't just start making me watch boxing. I was watching boxing way before fucking Ryan Garcia was on the box in like on the boxing scene. I seen him come up. I seen him basically do some YouTube videos here and there. I seen Jake Paul come up. I seen freaking like what's his name, but none of those motherfuckers made me start watching boxing again. I was watching boxing pretty much way before motherfuckers basically what's his name because I used to train. I used to do that shit for a living. So for people to sit there and say, "Oh, Jake Paul did this," I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know if Jake Paul made people start watching boxing. It didn't make me start watching boxing. I was watching boxing way before he was basically boxing, pretty much. I was watching boxing when he was on fucking Disney Channel. And like that's the shit that pissed me off. And another thing that pissed me off pretty much is this shit that's basically going around. It's like he is his boxing level has changed. His boxing level say that it's still is fucking same, pretty much. He fights like a freaking like what's the name, a starter, like a basically a boxer a starter. He just basically getting these fucking knockouts because he's fighting people that basically don't ain't that basically are retired, basically want the money. It's upsetting to see this shit, and I'm done talking about that shit. I'm really done talking about it. So very much. If you got boxers that basically are hungry and the same age as your ass, trust me, they basically give you a run for your money. It's like this motherfucker is picking and choosing who we want to fight. I don't even want to get into that shit. I don't even want to get into that shit. And I hope he do fight Anthony Joshua. And I hope everything that he basically signed on a contract, whatever contract that he fucking signs, pretty much Anthony Joshua don't even basically accept the contract. He basically you want to fight on fight on the rules that I basically pay for. That what's name. That's how I feel about this damn shit, pretty much. But let's proceed on this whole video, pretty much, because that shit that most MMA fights don't know shit about, don't know nothing about boxing. I don't. Let's do talk about this shit. So the boxers they have on this game, and I'm gonna fucking break this shit down to y'all motherfuckers. Half of the shit that Roy Jones do, and I'm playing with fucking Roy Jones. Roy Jones have the fastest hook on one. I mean, his hooks are fast as shit. Uppercut, I mean, uppercuts, hooks to the body are rapping like they are super fast as shit. They don't have that shit on here that basically make Roy Jones unique for him. So for motherfuckers who keep on saying people don't know shit about MMA fighters don't know shit what's name. I'm an MMA fighter. I'm basically gonna say this right now. I'm an MMA fighter. I fought for what's the name professional in the MMA cage before I basically was thing. I trained at a boxing gym, but I fought professionally for a what's the name for a gym. Now I know secret. I know some things that certain fighters do, and they don't have it in this game. For one, I'm gonna start off by saying this. For one, Roy Jones don't have his technique that he do. He don't. He don't have it on this game. He don't have it. He may be called the hook, whatever the Captain Hook, right? But the only hooks you can throw on this game that are basically fast, they're supposed to be fast, should be 10 times faster than that shit. I seen Roy Jones hook. I seen Roy Jones throw a left and a right, and they don't look nothing like that shit. They look so damn slow in this goddamn game. Just like we said that this fighter is slow and all that shit. He got fast hands. It's naturally fast. For a big guy, he has fast hands pretty much. Did they catch up to what's name? No, they didn't. Pretty much. I seen Shannon Briggs fight. He more of I'll say flat footed sometimes at some points, and then basically what's name he basically wanted like he can move his feet pretty much. I seen him fight pretty much. I seen Wilder. I seen him fight, bro. I seen these fighters fight to basically know that certain things they do that he is a freaking slugger or a brawler. Yeah, that's what I'm calling a brawler. His boxing techniques and stuff like that, he don't look right box. He don't look right doing the normal techniques very much. It just looked kind of crazy. But him throwing them wild little haymakers like he used to do pretty much to knock these motherfuckers out, that shit looked more like him pretty much. So if you're using a Wilder pretty much, really, he is not a boxer. He's a brawler. A brawler would throw haymakers out the ass at your dumb ass and fuck you up with that shit. That's what Wilder was pretty much. All right. So for people who don't know these boxers, these MMA boxers, I mean, fuck it up. People who don't know these freaking straight up boxers, pretty much. I know Wilder. I know this guy. Those haymakers and fuck people up. Now the new version of him, which is basically try to make a comeback or making a comeback. I'm not gonna say try. He's making a comeback. He's basically boxing now. He changed up his style, and we'll see what it happens pretty much. Because back in the day when he used to get in that ring, all he used to throw was haymakers at these motherfuckers, and basically used to catch him on the spot pretty much because he knew that it's like he knew when and where to hit them motherfuckers pretty much. And I keep on saying this shit. And motherfuckers think I'm joking about this shit. I hope y'all don't think I'm joking about shit. All it is about timing. Soon as you can get the timing of basically where that person's going at and where that person's supposed to be, pretty much, you golden. You're a golden goose. You got it. You pretty much can sit the motherfucker down every time you hit the motherfucker. But the simple fact about this motherfucking game, see, your punches go through the motherfucker. Your punches phase through that motherfucker. So I'm tired of sitting here and basically going by, oh yeah, you don't know nothing about boxing. It ain't about knowing about fucking boxing. I know my punches are supposed to hit the motherfucker when he's standing fucking still. If he's moving, I can understand it. It's like every time I basically say something about this shit, I get fucking dumbass motherfuckers that basically get on YouTube platform and basically think what's thing I'm so wrong about saying this shit. The real reason I basically cannot basically play career mode is because my punches keep on fucking going phasing through the motherfucker. If they fix that motherfucking problem, I am good. I'm good. I won't say anything else about the game unless it's basically buggy and my damn fire can't move every time I'm trying to move back or forward and shit. I won't say anything else. But the simple reason that I can't fucking hit the motherfucker to standing completely still and my punches are basically doing some glitching and shit where it's basically not even hitting the damn target. Yo, you got another fucking thing coming when I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna sit here and say something about that shit when it doesn't look right. Well, punches going all over the place. This is supposed to be like the boxing. But half of the shit they don't even have pretty much. And it doesn't make no damn sense. Clinching. They don't have clinching in this game. That's a part of boxing. They got hit button, pretty much. You know the crazy thing that I would say? Fuck the head button. They could have basically scrapped that. They could have got rid of that. It could have been just clinching. It could have been just clinching. They should have basically said, fuck the head button. Let's get the clinching. And the clinching I want to see to basically have for real is you get a few punches in, like how it is in real boxing. You get a little few punches in while you clinching, pretty much. Or if a person grabs, it's different ways you can clinch. A person grab you and you can't really throw your hands like you want to. Or if a person grab you, you get like a couple shots before they grab you, or you get a couple shots to the body, pretty much before they say they let go, pretty much. Or you get a clear shot that throw body shots. It give you different. I want to see if they do bring clinching to basically have that realistic like realistic shit. Where if you clinching, you can go straight to the body or hook to the head. I want to see that shit because they never did that in video games. Like I would love for them to do that pretty much. If I'm ruining the game for basically saying I want the clinch to be in the goddamn game and I want the basic realistic clinch where if you basically clinch somebody, you can grab them and hook to the body, hook to the head. That's some realistic shit, pretty much. Like you do a little bit of damage. You don't do a lot of damage. You just do a little bit of damage to basically what's name. But you're working the body while you what's name somebody trying to clinch you. Or if you're weak and you can't get no damn strikes in, you clinch and you can basically go quick to the body and then push off pretty much. If they can do some shit like that, I'm fine with pretty much. Or you can't hold your opponent for a certain amount of time for too damn long because the ref will break it up. Which for real. So I can't I'm trying to watch this damn video, bro. But this video irritating, like it's basically like pissing me off because like yo, boxing and MMA are two different. Like they too different. You understand that? Stand up, pretty much you got one sport where a person can follow you to the ground and basically ground and pound or put you in a submission. Other one, you can basically get knocked out pretty much, and you start counting. You can get knocked down, and they start counting. And count to 10, and you base what's name. Or, which some people don't fucking know about this, if y'all both go out the ring, whoever gets up first and gets back in the ring, that person wins the match. No one knew about that in boxing. Some people, I mean, probably people know about certain shit about boxing, but that's crazy, ain't it? If both of y'all fall out the ring, if one of y'all gets up before the other one, on a count what's the count of 20? I think it's 20. I think it's 20. But if that person gets in that ring before he gets to 20, that person wins. I think it's a 20 count. I don't know if they still had that rule very much. Like it's shit that I know more about boxing that I know about MMA for real, pretty much. I still certain things I don't know about, even though I'm professional, even though I fought professionally in MMA for real. It's some rules that I don't like. Yeah, I don't like pretty much, but that's just me, pretty much. I know this man knocked out freaking Dante. I know he knocked him out pretty much. I know Usyk is undisputed. I know his footwork is nasty, pretty much. For a person that don't know, I'm gonna say this: for a person that don't know about boxing, why do everybody move like Muhammad Ali? Why do certain people move like Muhammad Ali? Got that little bounce that Muhammad Ali do, pretty much. The only person I think had the similar, like Muhammad Ali, who actually showed some similarities to Muhammad Ali, is freaking Tyson Fury when he basically was in that damn corner, basically moving his head like Muhammad Ali because he basically, was the basically have a similar type of style of Muhammad Ali. Like he basically has that. He has the quickness, he has the jabs and stuff like Muhammad Ali. But it's like certain fighters in this fucking game, pretty much, don't have the basically like they don't have. Oh my god! Like I said about Roy Jones, Roy Jones don't have his patented hooks that he be doing, like his nasty ass hooks to the body that he do his double hooks. He don't have that shit. His hooks are basically like not even. It's not even it. Pretty much, they feel like that. I guess they were saying that that shit would be broken if they put it in the game. Which some of the shit that they put in the game already is broken. Pretty much. I thought it was because of Roy Jones' hand. His hands was too fast. No, they just slowed him down. That's what they did, pretty much. They slowed them down. It's a video game. They will do that. They will slow down a fighter that basically was named. Everybody sometimes, sometimes. I'm not saying all these damn fighters, but all these fighters are fighting on the same speed, pretty much. Some fighters should be quicker than other ones. Flat out, just going to say that some fighters should be way quicker than way quicker, very much to the point. The fighter should basically who's heavy should basically be moving slow. Who's basically like some of them like I know for certain that Alyssa Shields, and no one can tell me shit about Alyssa Shields because I actually sit and watch that woman box. She's way faster than how they basically got in this fucking game. And it's basically for them to say, for motherfuckers to basically say, oh, most MMA fighters don't know shit about boxing. I know Melissa Shields is basically faster than what they basically got in this fucking game. I know Roy Jones is fast with the hands. I know that he's way faster than his fucking. I know he's way faster in real life than what's name in his prime. He was way faster than that shit, pretty much. I'm happy that y'all put him in the game, but he's way faster than that. Muhammad Ali. Hooks are glitchy. Fuck the timing. Fuck all that shit. But then again, I'm gonna say this: not fuck all that shit because it's like certain people think they know about fucking boxing. Pretty much, it is what it is. Pretty much, and I'm gonna say this: Jack Dempsey created a move, created the what's the name, the Lord, this shit, the roll shit. He's the only one in the motherfucking game that can do that shit, and that's a move that everybody do. He created Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson has that, basically does that pretty much. So you telling me if they basically had Mike Tyson in this game and he had pretty much have his own style of what's name, cool, that's fine. But simple fact that the movement is basically like one, pretty much. It's like you cannot do certain things when you basically what's name. You'll go back to the same fucking spot and get rocked if you do that in real life. Because you're keeping your head, you basically moving one, you're basically doing that one movement. It's multiple movements. It's way more movements than that, pretty much. And to be 100 with y'all, There is some freaking MMA fighters that basically have boxing in their background for people who keep on saying, "What's the name?" It's been plenty times. It's been plenty times that I heard that Nate Diaz has a good box. His boxing is crazy, pretty much. Nick Diaz basically got in the boxing ring and fought against Sting. Anderson Silva has a good box, has good stand up, pretty much. Pretty much. It's like certain MMA fighters have good stand up, and you know they got good stand up because how they can stand their ground. I would say I'll give y'all a crazy ass list that people that got good stand up. It's the way how they freaking could stand what's name without the kicking and shit, right? I'm gonna give y'all a prime example. Give y'all multiple MMA fighters that basically have good boxing. Pretty much multiple different fighters. We got. I'm gonna start off by saying who I can start off with. Who I can start off. I'm gonna start off by saying Showtime Pettis has really good stand up. He don't have to use his legs. The man has good hands. He has good fucking hands. He can basically do boxing. He actually beat Roy Jones. That's one. Who else I got? Who else got on my list that basically has good stand up? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else I got on my list? I think it's a lot of them. My head's just spinning with a whole bunch of different stand up like boxers, like actually boxers. They're basically I'm gonna flip it over and go to UFC because I can basically I know they. That's why I say I know they face more than I know they what's name. They basically what's name, and I use these motherfuckers. That's the crazy thing. But I can't think of their fucking name right now. Nate here and there. Very much I actually seen him do boxing. Actually seen him box somebody. It's fucking Conor McGregor up with the outside like keeping fucking him up. That's boxing pretty much. He don't really bear he don't kick as much as you think he do. He don't kick as much. He uses hands. His stand up is he'll beat the fuck out of you. He'll break your fucking block. Like yeah. So I say Nate, Pettis. Who else? Who else? Who else got on my list of basically good boxers, bro? They actually can box. It's a lot of them in MMA. It's a lot of them. Can't forget about my girl Holly Holmes. She can box. She used to be a boxer. Well, she's kind of still is pretty much. Let me say this kind of yeah, she is. She's still a boxer. Holly Holmes. Holly Holmes. Amanda Nunes. Definitely Amanda Nunes. She'll fuck them motherfuckers up with her hands. Very much. What's that chick? What's that chick? What's that chick? What's that chick? It's it's so many fighters that basically use boxing pretty much because boxing is the stepping stone for MMA. I mean stepping stone for it's the starting point for what's the name. And I love it. Love the hell out of it. I want to finish watching that video, but it's gonna keep on upsetting me because it's the stupid things that people say pretty much. Like when a person say that Jake Paul started basically started people got people start watching boxing again. It is it's crazy, pretty much. I glanced at that shit. I glanced at the boxing shit when he basically like do his little pay-per-views and stuff like that. And when his fight come up, I turn that shit off. Pretty much. I don't even pay for that shit. I don't pay for a shitty ass street fight, bro. Because I think some of the fighters that he had on his card basically, including his ass, that look like a street fight. I don't like looking at street fights half the damn time. It is what it is. But yeah, like I said, man, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. Actually, I'm gonna basically finish watching. I'm not gonna say. I actually, yeah, I'm gonna watch the full video. I'm gonna be a G. I'm gonna be OG. I'm gonna like the video. I feel like a person who basically says that really ain't in the freaking like in the UFC. I wouldn't say UFC, MMA like gyms. Basically seeing these guys do stand up and basically saying that pretty much because a person don't know boxing. Now, I'm not gonna say not everybody know what's not every MMA fighter know about boxing pretty much because some of these motherfuckers don't have stand up. They just got wrestling in their background, which is cool. But if you mix boxing and wrestling, pretty much you're dead. You fucking is a monster, bro. Boxing and jujitsu, or boxing and uh and wrestling is crazy, pretty much. Like you can mix up the styles, pretty much. The crazy styles, pretty much. All right, let's finish watching this shit. First off, I'm just generally speaking.
You always wondered why that app didn't exist. Now you can make it. Meet Replit Agent.
Generally speaking, for myself, okay, when I started my channel, I don't know. I mean, you can go look. I was making ESBC videos before I even had 10 subs. Like, my very first ESBC video was when I had like 6 or 7 subscribers. I would say now I'm probably like, as the years have gone on, I was always like one that enjoyed both. But as the years have gone on, I've thoroughly enjoyed boxing more than I have MMA, especially recently in these past like 3 to 4 years. Really since like COVID, if I'm being quite honest. It's just like it's the gap has gotten bigger for me personally because a lot of my favorite fighters in MMA are retiring, getting old, washed, that sort of thing. But talking about not knowing about, I don't need to sit here and brag about the box. That's a dick swinging contest. But this is what catches my eye. They don't read traits or don't learn the styles. Unfortunately, the traits and the styles in this game, or even trying to play a boxer true to their style, does not work. Like, let's be honest. And I see David Benavidez' name in here. We're going to get to that in a little bit. But there's only one style that rules this game, and that's sitting on the back foot and jabbing. And like I mentioned in the intro, I fought like that. Made a brand new account. I was like, people say I suck at the game because I don't fight a certain way. So let me fight this way. And I won every round and made the good clip. I just used my jab and ran. And I won. So I use Sugar Ray, that version of Sugar Ray, to fucking true to his style because he ran versus Hagler. Let's keep it a piece. He was running versus Hagler. But let's continue. Jamie Mack, I love your channel, bro. I love your channel. Love fuck out of your damn channel, bro. You are awesome. Your videos are awesome. You're not going to stand in front of Marvin Hagler, who basically has power. You're not going to stand and go blow for blow for. You're not going to do that. You're not going to fucking do that. That is a big ass no no. You're not going to do that, bro. You're not going to stand in front of him. So the best thing you can do is to keep on moving, keep him on moving, so you can tire that motherfucker out before you go and basically go for his body. I mean, before you start going to the top. But you don't stand in front of a motherfucker that has power. You don't do that. That's the most stupidest thing you can do is to stand in front of a person that has power. The most stupidest thing you can do. I'm gonna stand in front of Mike Tyson because he has power, pretty much, right? No, you're not gonna stand in front of Mike Tyson. You're not gonna stand in front of what's the name? You're not gonna stand in front of a person so he can hit you. You're not gonna do that. And some of these motherfuckers on this goddamn in street fights, the most craziest thing that people don't know in street fights, both of the people who basically are fighting are scared to fucking get hit. And I want to say not everybody are basically do that same type of what's name fighting where they duck their head for real. But the most punch that basically knock your dumb ass out is the punch you don't see coming. The most punch that you see, and when y'all motherfuckers duck y'all head when y'all doing all this doing that shit, the punch that the motherfucker hit you with, you don't even see that shit because your head's down like this pretty much. You ain't up paying attention to what you're doing. You're basically throwing slug because you're trying not to get hit. That's a street fight. I know from a boxing fight, motherfuckers got their head up pretty much. But even sometimes a person will lean or do a certain lean and a person will get hit with a blinding hook or something like that. That's not the same as that shit, pretty much. So, ay, ay, ay. Marvin Hagler versus, you're not going to stay in front of what's name. The one thing two things I know about Muhammad Ali that basically made him pretty much. The motherfucker can take a hit and keep on coming at you, pretty much. The motherfucker can basically take some down. I mean, basically have you throwing every punch at him, pretty much. Like the simulated things that Muhammad Ali can do as a fighter, that's why I took a toll on his body for real, was the craziest damage this man can take in the fucking ring, pretty much. He fought against some powerful ass motherfucker hitting motherfuckers. He stood in front of that shit and basically was taking all basically what's name. And at certain rounds, the mother the motherfuckers who was hitting his opponents that was hitting his ass got tired. They got exhausted for hitting him, bro. He was basically taking damage after damage after damage after damage in those fucking rings. That's what basically made Muhammad Ali what he is. That's what basically took a toll on him because you can't take too much damage in that ring, pretty much. And it seemed like this game don't kind of understand that pretty much. This man can take damage. This blocking style was, I mean, he barely blocked his head. That's why he took so much head damage. Pretty much, he barely blocked his head. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it 100. I watch Muhammad Ali fights. He takes some strikes to the head, and that shit was brutal. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I watch his fights more than I watch things, pretty much, right? Um, I watch what's his name, Sugar Ray Robinson. That basically like the one that Muhammad Ali kind of basically like they fight similar. I feel like, but not the movement is totally different. Sugar Ray Robinson moves way different than Muhammad Ali, but he basically got a little bit of knowledge of boxing from him because they move a little bit. What's the name? They move a little similar, very much. But just like the punching and stuff like that, he basically learned how to do certain things that Sugar Ray Robinson was doing, pretty much. Which I love Sugar Ray Robinson for basically what's the name. If it wasn't for no Sugar Ray Robinson, we wouldn't have no Muhammad Ali, pretty much. Uh, what basically like this. For a person that don't know shit, and this ain't no dick swinging contest, I don't give a fuck what size your damn dick is, whatever the fuck, pretty much. The thing is, I want to see more boxing in this game. That's it. So what I do is create boxers. You got some people that don't like to create people. Cool, don't create nobody. But they want to see more boxers in the game. And the only way we can basically get more boxers is to create the boxers that we want to see in the game. When they put the boxers in the game, I'll delete the fighter, pretty much. I'll delete the fighter that I had pretty much because the tattoos on this game suck. So at least I had a real actual fighter in this goddamn game. That's why I want to see Mike Tyson. When they put Mike Tyson in the game, I'll delete my Mike Tyson that I created in the game and replace him with that. Cool. Like that's how I'm listening. If they basically add the fighters that I basically that I basically added in this game, Floyd Mayweather, I'm gonna delete Floyd Mayweather and basically listening. Like vice versa. That's the reason why I created these damn boxes. Like Pacquiao, they put Pacquiao in this game. I'm deleting the Pacquiao that I have and basically putting the real Pacquiao. But I want to finish watching this video.
Versus Hagler. Let's keep it amazing. He was running versus Hagler. But let's continue.
That's your opinion.
This is the UFC game where everyone feels more or less the same.
No, no,
It's debatable. In Undisputed, every boxer has unique traits, styles.
no, no. I'm sorry for cutting. Sorry for stopping the video. I see a lot of big YouTubers do this shit. I hate that. I hate that opinion that they have about about the UFC game. No, the fighters don't fight the same. The fighters have certain similarities, similar things they have, like the strikes they have, pretty much. But some of the fighters in the game, if you know about UFC, you'll know fighters are very different. Like I basically say they basically got the same strikers. They got the same strikes. When they should have unique animations like how Undisputed had. They have the what's name? GSP don't throw the same strike as the next person. He throw it different. He throw it his way, pretty much. Because someone actually watch GSP basically do a strike, and his strike is the way how they throw strikes. In UFC, everybody is basically I think they have the same guy who do the mocap, and he uses the mocap for most of the fighters. And he kind of copies their movement for real. And I feel like Undisputed did it so well because I think they had somebody who basically can copy different styles of fighting. They need to hire that guy, whoever basically did back in the day. They need to hire that guy. It's like the same guy, which I watch behind the scenes and stuff like this, and then basically flip the script and talk about wrestling. It's a guy who do the mocap, which was wait a minute, it way before we knew the guy. It was L.A. Knight who was doing the mocap for WWE 2K, and no one fucking knew that shit. Who basically did the end R-Truth, you name it, different entrants when the wrestlers couldn't do their what's the name when they couldn't do their mocap. So that's something pretty much I didn't know. But they hired for people who don't know about video games. So people don't know about mocap. I know more about mocap. I don't know how the animations and stuff like that. But I know more about a little bit about mocap because I watch behind the scenes of basically how they create certain games when they basically want to show people how they did what they did in the games. Like I like watching stuff like that. What they do when they basically want to basically get somebody's likeness or movement, pretty much. What they will do is they'll mocap somebody. It don't have to be the person that you think it is. The person that they probably have mocap, probably watch a couple of his fights. Back in the day, pretty much, if you play Undisputed, they knew every freaking movement of that fighter, pretty much. The person who do the mocap knows everything about that fight. He pays close attention to his movement, how he do certain things, how he kick, how what's name. Like they had everything down pat. I don't know if it was John Jones who basically did his movement on that game, but it was definitely on Undisputed, the UFC game. Everybody had their movement right. UFC has certain different styles of different fighters, pretty much. Tony Ferguson has a what's the name a leg what's what's the name a leg lock that he'll do. Pretty much that's his go-to move, and I'm glad they put it in the game. That's his thing he do, pretty much. Or ankle pick. I think it's like ankle pick. Pretty much he do a lot. Pretty much you have freaking Conor McGregor who have a lot of stolen moves from Justin Gaethje, which Justin Gaethje is pretty much I never see Conor McGregor do no damn flipping, rolling kick and shit. Conor McGregor never did no shit like that. But Conor McGregor has his own movement style. Um, who else? It's a lot of fighters that have their own type of style of movement. Pretty much, it's not. the same with everybody, but it's like most of the well-known fighters got a different style of movement, pretty much.
Styles, animations, cap, strengths, weaknesses, cap. Some jab machines, so jab. Others rely on hooks, so use them. Some hit harder in combos, so stop spamming single power shots. You can't play every boxer the same way. Yes, you can.
Yes, you
In
can.
this game, you can
Yes, you can.
1000% play every boxer the same
Yes,
way. The
yes.
only way you can't do that is if they don't have the reach. So someone like a Ruiz, someone like a Lomachenko who really doesn't have the reach to fight on the outside,
Mm-hmm.
you can't do that. But if you really want,
when it comes to manga, one of the questions I get the
I
most
believe.
is
Yep.
just where do I read it online? And I understand.
Bengal really doesn't have the reach to fight on the outside, you can't do that. But if you really wanted to, you can fight on the outside, let's say with Deontay Wilder, and jab, and you're going to win majority of the rounds. Because the way scoring works, it's just who lands the most. If you throw more, you land more. That's kind of like a simple concept. So you can sit on the outside and box for a while. You don't have to try to set up right hands. You can literally jab on the outside with Wilder. You can literally pick up a Turo Gotti and box on the outside and win. Yeah, like this is a real thing. And that's what kind of frustrates me a lot about this game is, and I'm seeing it again, David Benavidez, we're going to get into it. He says, one example, there's this dark skin guy, he's called, with glasses, I'm assuming he's talking about Sage. I saw dark skin guy, my mind immediately went to Sage. Who played with David Benavidez like he was Sugar Ray Leonard, Ali Dessner on the ring and jabbing from the outside. If you ever watched Benavidez, you know or know his traits in the game, you know that's not how he works. Unfortunately, yes, that's exactly how he works in this game. Using David Benavidez on the inside in this game is fucking. It's I won't say it isn't possible. I just want to say that I recorded this before the update came out. This was put out before the update came out. So, yeah, he's a little bit more usable on the inside now. Right to the video, but it's frustrating. It's extremely frustrating. Hooks going over his head, uppercuts not really landing the most. Hooks not landing when they should. When the opponent's standing directly in front of you and you've lined up the punch, David Benavidez doesn't work the way he's intended to
He's not the
because
only fighter
inside
that does
fighting
that,
is
though. That's not the
non-existent
only
in this
person that
fucking
does that
game.
in this game.
So if you really want to be successful with David Benavidez, you're gonna have to use him like Sugar Ray Leonard or Ali or like a Caleb Plant. That's how you're gonna win. He has the reach, he has the power, he has the fucking.
I mean, I'm gonna keep on. What's the name? Say this short. Since the update, you can use them now. You can use them in the inside and stuff like that. But people don't barely use. People use the same, do the same style. They fight the same pretty much. They do that glitching bullshit.
The height to do it. And I'm more than showing it. A lot of people online are using David Benavidez on the outside. I've ran into a couple myself. I'm just keeping it a bean. Stand on the outside, throw jabbing. When you come in, they're gonna throw a power hook. That's literally how it goes. I hate when people try to act like no disrespect, because I was one of the people before this game came out. I was pumping it up. I was pumping it up because I really thought what I was testing
Was
was going
too.
to be here.
I
The way
was too.
Caleb Clint looks now, he did not look when I first started using him in testing. He had the best jab in the game, in my opinion. He was quick, he was fast. Philly shell wasn't changing at all. It was relatively the same that it was in early access, which was really good. I thought Caleb Plant it's gonna be really good. Then I get Caleb Plant, and he's not that great. So it's an imbalance thing. And also talking about fucking I'm trying to think. Talking about traits and stuff, the traits and stats in this game are fucking terrible. They're not. Well, I wouldn't say terrible. They're not
They
good.
terrible.
Garcia doesn't even have the left hook. What's the left hook trait? Lightning left hook Larry, the one that fucking Joe Frazier has. Marco Antonio Barra, Eric Morales. Stats are horrible. They're genuinely bad. David Benavidez, go look at his cardio stats. Terrible. Canelo Alvarez has a better jab than Caleb Plant in this game. If you look at it, Caleb Plant's jab is rated lower than Canelo Alvarez.
That's
That
crazy.
is horrible.
That's
So how am I
crazy.
supposed to use someone the way they're intended to? One, the game mechanics doesn't allow you to. The traits aren't put on like they're
Atrocious.
supposed to, and then the stats aren't even right. And that's what I mean with this game. People just see, oh, this YouTuber isn't using this boxer the way he should be, or he's not good at the game, quote unquote. That means YouTubers are ruining the game, and it's like, I don't know. I don't think that's how it works.
It's
But
not
let's
factual.
continue. There's also this guy interested in wrestling. initials RJ. I think he's talking about Ricky J. Of course, I didn't watch the full hour, just a bit, but the whole time he never used Dempsey's special animated hooks. That's literally Dempsey's signature mechanic in the game, so he clearly doesn't know all the mechanics in the game yet. The next day, he's trying to give advice to developers. I feel like this is a little bit respectfully delusional. I didn't. This was something that was big in the UFC, UFC community. If you're not playing the game right, bro, if you don't know boxing, if you don't know MMA, you don't train, you can't give advice. I feel like you can learn something from everybody. You can learn something from offline players. You can learn something from criminal players.
I'm gonna tell y'all something crazy that y'all probably didn't fucking know. The most thing that I found out about this shit that basically tripped me out very much about John Jones. John Jones basically learned from watching YouTube videos pretty much. I think Keith Jardine basically on a podcast. I mean, the dude who used to train with John Jones, one of the dudes who used to train with John Jones, said this man was watching videos on YouTube and he basically just learned how to fight by watching videos on fucking YouTube, bro. But when he got in the cage with Rashad Evans, he said every time he seen Rashad Evans, him and John Jones used to go back. They used to fight. He said Rashad Evans used to beat the brakes off of John Jones. But when they got into that fight, he turned to a different animal and beat the brakes off of John. I mean, John Jones beat the brakes off of Rashad Evans. That, that's crazy.
I like hearing everybody out. Now, obviously, you're gonna have people that just absolutely don't know what they're talking about, but I don't know. But let's continue. Come on, bro. You're super casual in this game, and the last person should be giving any kind of advice to the devs. And he's not the only one. There's these 4 big MMA YouTubers who casually jump into the game. Again, I want to say I was covering this game before I even had 10 thumbs. I've been on this game. I've been in this community, and I love boxing. So
I ain't a big
I love
YouTuber.
you. But it's time you give up these silly
I ain't a big
games
YouTuber. So
and
he
go
ain't
to the
talking
real
about
world
me.
like a
He
real
ain't
adult.
talking about me. He talking about somebody else, other
In this
YouTubers.
game, I've been in this community, and I love boxing. So I would say that Undisputed has gained me more traction than playing the UFC games. So, but continuing on, it's kind of sad. Boxing in the US is almost dead outside of names like Canelo, Crawford, Tank, or the Circus Jake Paul fights. Meanwhile, the UFC is booming. I agree.
The fights they basically that he just said most of them ain't in the goddamn game. Tank ain't even fucking in this game, but they basically made a model of him pretty much, which it looks badass. They put him in somebody created him and got him basically with his afro, which is dope as hell to see. Somebody from the modded community brought him into the goddamn game, which we wanted Tank or we wanted Anthony Joshua. We wanted pretty much see a lot of fighters. It seemed like the what is it? Undisputed? Not undisputed. No, Fight Night is doing some similar thing where they basically get like they got a modded community where they basically doing these mods and they bringing in fighters that basically should be basically like well known fighters that basically are big names into the boxing game. Pretty much, it's pretty dope to see. I like seeing that stuff pretty much.
So now it's mostly MMA YouTubers playing Undisputed and bringing zero boxing knowledge with them. Disagree. First of all, some of them act like experts. There's even this one guy with MMA in his name who's been trashing the game since release. False. Can barely speak properly, calls himself a games tester, but in the game. I don't understand this whole bad in the game thing. We're talking. The game isn't good. We're judging people's skill based in a garbage boxing game. Anyways, continue. Here's the last part he says. Is just the sad part. The few real boxing fans who do play on YouTube who know how to use someone like Lomachenko. Lomachenko sucks in this game.
He does. He does. He definitely do. He does. All these names that people talk about using and shit, they suck in the game. They suck in the game. They are really bad at this game for real. And I'm gonna show you guys of what I'm talking about. Oh, he sucked in this game. Like, yo, they fucked him up so bad. His animation to his jab just look all they everywhere but where they supposed to be at for real. I hate using him. I hate using this fighter. And he's awesome in real life. He's badass in real life. I watch his fights. He's too nasty. But he's not right in his game. He's messed up. They got him messed up on his game. Like they really messed him up. Pretty much. I feel like when it comes down to pretty much what I seen that man do, I seen that man in this game pretty much do some shit that I would love for you. I would love for Undisputed to do, pretty much. The way how he basically can make you move to the like he can move your head and catch you, move you over there, wow, catch you. Like he'll basically like have you like he'll move you to an angle so he can get you and crack the hell out of you. Like I seen him do that, pretty much. They don't have that in this game. That's his base. That's his style. That's how he box. They don't have that in this shit. That's why he's saying what he's saying. Some of these fighters they don't have they basically they stuff that made them brought them to the game. They don't have it in this game. Some of them don't, pretty much. They think there's straight up just them throwing strikes and all that stuff, but it's really like, yo, Lomachenko basically have your ass moving where he wants you to go at, pretty much, and it just move your head. Okay, move you over here. Blah, blah, blah. Move you over here. Blah, blah, blah. He'll basically he be doing that. He be doing that in real life. They don't have that in this game. And when I see him do that in real life, bro, I'm like, yo, I can't wait till he basically be in the boxing. Maybe they bring it to the game. Didn't even happen. I was like, all right. So they didn't bring it. I was like, all right, cool. They don't have his style, how he box, how he actually do certain things like that. Pretty much, he actually do that pretty much, which is kind of dope to see. Well, if another fighter they got in this game, pretty much, and I'm trying to find him. Where is he at? Both of these, man. I don't care what no one says. My man jabs go everywhere but where you wanted to go half of the damn time when you throw jabs. His jabs will go up in the air, swing somewhere else, and go he even go behind his back half of the damn time. The animations they got for him is bad. It's not good, pretty much. It's not good at all.
On YouTube who know how to use someone like Lomachenko. Lomachenko sucks in this game. Someone like Lomachenko, relatively small, uses his speed, his angles, his high work rates,
Can't do it.
cardio.
Can't use
Just
it. Can't use
Lomachenko's
it.
style is extremely unique. You can't do that in this game.
Can't.
He's too small to fight on the outside. This is how fighting sucks. So what are you gonna? You're gonna get fucked up. Because relatively, a lot of these lightweights in the game are really big. And using someone like who's Lomachenko, I feel like Loma's really good at featherweight. He's better at featherweight than he is at lightweight, obviously. But trying to use him against Sugar Ray Leonard, I mean not Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, using against him Arturo Gatti, using Ryan Garcia, Jorge Linares. The list goes on. I'm trying to think. I really don't play lightweight anymore. I don't like that division. But Lomachenko, I feel like isn't good at this game. So yeah, that was pretty much it. I don't know why this is a thing. Again, I want to hear you guys' thoughts
That man's
down below
attacking
in the
you. Why?
comments.
I
I
mean,
just don't.
he keep on attacking JMMA. And JMMA is one of the king testers, so I don't I don't know, man. I don't know about that one, Chief. Pretty much. I think Lomachenko for him, when it comes to push, I think he should be able to push your head to the side pretty much. I think he should be able to do that. That's his thing that he does in real life when it comes to like pushing and stuff like that. I think that's it with the video. I think most of the video is pretty much them attacking JMMA, pretty much. Talking about he don't know nothing about boxing. Man knows a little bit about this thing. Maybe disagree on the stuff that he know a little bit about boxing. He don't know too much. He knows a little bit. I'm gonna say that he knows a little bit, a tad little bit, pretty much. Um, yeah, they was just attacking him, bro. That like his viewers, like his people that basically write stuff to him, they attack him pretty much and say he don't know nothing about boxing, pretty much. He knows what he knows. That's all I can tell you. He knows what he knows. You can have a disagreement on what's name, which is cool, and it's cool to have a disagreement on what people know. It's cool. But that's the basic say you don't know nothing about boxing. That's crazy. That's crazy. I was getting irritated because of certain people that basically say certain things. And it's not gonna get on that level pretty much. Like I said what I said pretty much why I'm not playing career mode is because that reason only because the tracking is bad. It's horrible in this game. The fighters that I want to use in the game for career mode, like Lomachenko, like what's name, because I want to actually use his movement, his style of boxing. You can't do that shit in this game. You can't do it. The angles and all this stuff. You're pretty much everybody on this game fights exactly the fuck the same. Except Champ Dempsey and I mean, when it comes to like the dodge mechanics on this game, it makes everybody fight exactly the same, pretty much, with different fighters. Like you can basically use the same what's name that the thing he said with the reach and shit. So he was definitely right about that. Because you can't use fighters, you can't use all the fighters exactly the same, pretty much. But you can basically fight on the outside where most of the fighters that have reach, pretty much. Which it is what it is. I'm gonna end this video, man. Probably later on. I'll probably like what time is it? Probably like one something. I'll probably jump on Death Stranding again, give it a fucking chance again. But yo, I swear to God, I almost gave up on that fucking game for real, man. I just need my breaks, pretty much. That game took a lot out of me. All that damn traveling and them damn things. I'm getting attacked by them damn things. It's like more of them are coming out the woodworks in that game, pretty much. But I'm giving it a chance. I'm gonna jump back on it. I'll see y'all on that probably later. If not, probably later on in the evening, probably. But I'll see y'all. Y'all take it easy. Have a good night.